Hey guys, what's going on? It's In the Gym with Team MassiveJoes. USA style, baby. TMJ in the USA, bringing you this workout, a very special workout from the Mecca of bodybuilding, Gold's Gym, Venice.
Training some biceps and some triceps.
Just about to train some arms, man. Before we get started, got this awesome bird's eye view footage of the Mecca of bodybuilding. We've got to give a shout out to a few people that authorize us, help us make this happen. Josh Fugelsby and Jason Williams. Our boys at Gold's Gym authorized this film shoot. Let's get straight into it, Neve. What do we start off with, my man?
So there's the big hose. Pumping out just some standing alternating dumbbell curls. Like always, did warm-up set. First set of 12 reps. Second set, 8 to 10 with a rest pause. Get another 2 or 3 reps out. And then you're doing a bit of a drop set here with a bit of a different movement at the end, which we'll see.
Now, this is cool, man. You can't walk into the Mecca of bodybuilding and not switch wild bull mode on. So we walked straight up in there, wild bull mode was on. So this last set here, did a drop set, started with the 50 pounds. And for the Australian viewers at home, man, while we're in the USA, these videos, we're going to talk in pounds. So I started off with the 50-pound dumbbells. What's that in kilos, Neve?
Roughly 22 and a half, 23, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll do. And then we did a drop set down to the 35s. And usually that's all we would do. We would do one drop down to a certain weight and then stop the exercise right there. But we at the Mecca, baby. There ain't no turning wild bull mode off when you're in here. So we did another drop set. Dropped it down once again, man. Went quite light. So I went down to the 20 pounds, which for the Australian viewers at home, about 8 kilos.
So here you are, you're doing a full rep, then you're coming down halfway and up again. So 1.5 reps.
We call these 1.5. So this is a really good way to finish off this particular exercise. So a full rep up, come down to halfway and then explode back up again. Really push the blood into that muscle. Really fatigue those biceps right on this here first exercise, man.
That's what I say. As you can see in the background on the wall behind Joe, you can see the past Mr. Olympias.
It's epic, man. There's Arnold and there's everyone's up there, man. All of the Olympia winners, you can't quite see right up the top. There's pictures of Jay and Dexter as well, but those are a little bit out of focus. No pictures of Phil just yet, though.
Not yet.
I got to update, put some pictures of Phil. And then after these 1.5s, man, I still wasn't done. So I thought I'm going to bust out some full reps just to finish this exercise off until I couldn't do no more, until I couldn't move my biceps.
And then it's a pretty cool gym, just not only just the weights, but just the amount of history and the amount of, as you can see, more pictures on the wall. Miss Olympia there.
We're going to call it a museum of health and fitness.
So just give you, if you go back to the gym tour that we've done in a previous episode, this is the first opening, this is the first main room where Pumping Iron was filmed.
Yeah. So we shot a bunch of footage in here and we moved on. The second exercise we did was this kind of variation of a preacher curl where the preacher bench is horizontal to the floor. Which is good because it took my delt. I mean, as you know, I'm overactive in my delts, but it took my delts out a lot of it. So once again, first set, just a warm-up set, a fuel set. Second set, 12 reps. Next set, 8 to 10 with the rest pause. And then this here's the drop set. And this is a fantastic movement, man. Look, we tried to do as many different machine movements as we possibly could in this gym because they have so many different kinds of machines. We thought, you know what? Stuff the free weights. We're going to put the free weights away for this workout. We're going to use as many of these cool machines as we possibly can. So here's Neve in the last set. So once again, wild bull mode was on. So didn't just do one drop set, dropped it down again and went for these. What are you doing here, Neve? Explain to the viewers at home what's going on.
Well, in the concentric phase, which is the up portion of the movement, I'm using 2 hands and then alternating between the negatives, just lowering it down with 1 arm.
It's epic. It's an awesome way to really fatigue those biceps, man. A cool little tip from Team MassiveJoes.
As you know, you are stronger in your negatives, so it puts a lot more force. So we're just using both hands to get it up and then, yeah, just slowly negative on the one arm at a time.
And this exercise, this particular machine was awesome because of the fact that, like you mentioned, if it takes your front delts completely out. Your front delts can't contract when your elbows are at the same level as your front delts. It's just not possible to happen.
So normally, yeah, it's even more body isolating than a normal preacher curl.
Yeah, it's epic. And check out the Gold's Gym sign in the background, flickering in the background just there, man. All kinds of Gold's Gym merchandise. Gold's Gym paraphernalia going on in this gym. Epic.
You know how many reps I've done? This has turned into a bit of a 50 rep set.
This is an epic set of peace, I would go so far as to say, would you?
It's gone crazy. The other thing is there's never a quiet time at Golds, is there?
No, we got authorization to come and film anywhere we wanted between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. because Josh and Jason said that is the quietest time of Gold's Gym, man. We rolled up in there at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, was busy as hell.
But yes, and then after this, it's still gone. Look at Steve go.
Did you just call yourself Steve? Please rephrase.
Neve, I meant.
Then we moved on our final bicep exercise for this workout. Well, almost final. We did come back and do one more. You'll see later on in the video with these incline alternating dumbbell curls, 5 aside, man, Phil Heath style. We thought we'd come train in the USA. We got to do Phil Heath type exercises.
So Joe does 5 reps on his right arm, 5 reps on his left arm. Back to another, aims for 5. So this is the last set. So the biceps are pretty fatigued by this stage.
This is the third set. So we did a warm-up set and then 3 working sets. What you're seeing here is the final working set, the third set.
So by this stage, normally on the first 2 you can get roughly 9 or 10 reps out. I think this one Joe got about 6 or 7, and that's when you need your spotter just to help you get those last few reps. And this burns.
This is an epic exercise. If you haven't done this before, it's a really good variation of just your standard incline dumbbell bicep curl, because what it does, you can see that the resting arm continues to hold the dumbbell and is in a fully stretched position. Now what that does is that's going to flood that muscle with blood. So you're holding in that stretched position for, I don't know, man, probably 15-20 seconds while your other arm actually does the work. And while that blood's rushing in there, man, when you go back to try and lift that arm up, boom.
So yeah, even while that resting arm's resting, it's still very painful.
Now, this is cool also. While we were filming here, as soon as you bring a camera into Gold's Gym, everybody wants to get on camera. We had this one particular gentleman here who thought one cameo wasn't enough, so decided to walk back in the other direction, make another cameo. You're welcome, my man. You should have dropped us your name. We could have put it in the credits.
Lucky Joe is in a happy mood at this stage, otherwise that dude may not be there to tell the tale.
But you will notice in the background as well, it's almost like as soon as we move the camera around to come and film something, the background flooded with people trying to get in on the shot.
So as you can see, this is the third room, so the end room in the gym. It's got mainly a lot of your newer hammer strength machines, a lot of your hammer strength pin loaded, light fitness, and all your cardio is right at the back over there.
And you notice with this exercise as well, just to get back to the exercise, we did a drop set here too. So we did 5 on each side, almost 5 on each side, and then dropped it down to a lighter weight, and then just did standard alternating curls, left, right, left, right, left, right, as you would typically do, just to burn those biceps out.
Until you couldn't get any more.
Until you couldn't lift, man. Last bicep exercise, ain't going to leave nothing in the tank before we moved on to them there triceps.
Then we moved on to just seated tricep dips.
Now usually we would do these just body weight dips or weighted dips, but like I said, man, we're trying to use as many of these awesome machines as we can. This particular machine was epic.
Jeez, look at the focus pull is focusing on the background and not Neve.
The camera has a mind of its own sometimes,
doesn't it? So this is the final working set once again. So first set aim for 6 to 8 reps, second set aim for another 6 to 8, and then because we're in the USA, I'm going to drop a third time.
Why not?
Just pump them out.
Why the hell not, man? Why the hell not? And this particular machine was awesome because it really took as much as you possibly can with this movement, your chest and your deltoids out of the exercise. The one thing to remember whenever you're doing tricep dips is to keep your elbows in as close as you can to your body, which is going to keep your chest out of the movement, and to try and rotate your shoulders back and really focus on pushing with your triceps. And there's my man Jason Williams in the background, one of the gentlemen who was kind enough to make this episode happen.
It was. So then just did a drop then, just pumping out as many reps as I can. This is what I reckon this is about 15 reps here.
It was a lot of reps. You were doing a lot of reps. I'm not sure if you were training for bodybuilding today or CrossFit.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a CrossFit workout, didn't it?
Then we moved on to overhead tricep extensions, once again with this awesome machine. Now, I have been to many, many gyms around Australia and around the world, and I have never seen this sort of machine.
No, it was good. Because it's on your cable, you got constant tension right the whole way through.
It was awesome, and whenever you do this exercise, you always have trouble either holding a dumbbell, or holding a barbell, which you would normally do, or you have trouble balancing on the back of a bench. This particular machine, man, took all of those variables out. You could just focus on extending those triceps and then pressing those triceps.
And normally to get enough weight on there, it's hard enough just to get it up above your head, onto your shoulder and above your head.
And now this particular exercise, if you were wondering why I am MassiveJoe, aka the white giraffe, it becomes particularly evident when you see the tone of my skin underneath my arms in this particular exercise, man. You might have to put some sunglasses on to watch the rest of this.
See, I've been doing a lot of tanning over here in LA so far.
One of us has been working, one of us has been sitting by the pool getting a tan.
I did 2 hours on, 1 hour off. That's a strict regime.
And my man in the background here, we got to give him a shout out as well. I think his name was Stewie. You say his name was Stewie? Anyway, we're calling him Stewie for this workout, but he was actually using this particular machine and we busted on him with the camera. We said, man, you mind if we film a little bit working with you? He said, man, no worries at all. People generally, you would concur with this, Neve, people generally in LA are very nice.
Very, very nice.
Not like in Australia, man. You roll into a gym with a camera, everyone puts their nose up in the air.
And everyone came in and wanted to come up for a chat and see what we were doing and see where we're from and what we did and who we are.
And then we moved on to, finally for triceps, these V-bar pushdowns here, Neve.
So this is good because you can lean your back. It has the back rest. So you keep your back flat against that. I keep my elbows just slightly forward to try and just take my chest and stuff out of it, make sure I'm just working my triceps. This is the last set, doing another drop set once again.
And once again, another awesome machine, man. I mean, the back pad's actually angled as well, so it kind of pushes your chest forward and your ass out so that you can really isolate those triceps without kind of swinging over and bringing your chest and delts into this movement as well.
It yeah. So this was excruciating by this stage of the workout. I mean, by the time we'd done all these drop sets and rest pauses and stuff, this was nearly 2 hours into the workout.
It was a massive arm workout. And check out the signage in the background. Gold's Gym, the mecca of bodybuilding. How epic is that frame right there, Neve?
Very nice. It took you 15 minutes to set it up, but
it was worth every 15 minutes. That's really why the workout took 2 hours. Joe was trying to get the best frames for every single exercise.
And then just so to give you an idea of where we are, this is the middle room now at the moment.
And then finally we went and we finished off. We weren't done, man. Wild Bull Mode was still pedal to the metal. So we thought we'd go and we'd do some high bicep concentration curls just here on this machine, man. Awesome way to finish this workout off. Awesome way to just...
Did about 2 sets of 15 here, just forcing some blood into the biceps.
Yeah, this was just a finishing off volume exercise. Like I've said in many videos before, this exercise does nothing for building muscle, but does a lot for pushing blood into the muscle and an awesome way to finish off a bicep workout.
And I'd just like to notice how much your veins are coming through now, Joe.
I'd still, once again, white giraffe in his natural habitat.
Because when Joe hopped off the plane, he was carrying more water than a waterbed.
I was, man. I've heard a lot of people say that when you fly, you get a lot of water retention. I guess I've really never been lean enough to experience it. I probably had it, but not really noticed. This flight from Australia to LA, man, the 18 hours it took us to get from Adelaide to LA, I was carrying all kinds of water, man. And finally took me like 4 days to kind of dry out and get some vascularity back.
It did, but coming through nice. So there's Neve again. Just last little few pumps. And then Neve's favourite thing to do is pose.
Of course. And finally, to finish off, man, once again, a shout out to our 2 guys at Gold's Gym, Josh Fuglesby and Jason Williams, who made this happen. Boom! Side chest of peace on the Neve.
Yeah, it's not looking too good from that angle, but anyway.
Where are we coming to you from, Neve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.